Good evening. This is the Guyana Learning Channel's news in capsule for Friday, October 22, 2021. In the headlines this evening, West Dem and Regina Sec to offer CAPE, Region 8 communities receive tractors, and Safraz Shadood accredited Qatar's ambassador. In the world of sports, Namibia pulls off major win. In the region, Jamaica's Duns Falls win major prize. And internationally, tuskless elephants may be linked to poaching. With the news in details, I am Dinelli Singh. In a report from the newsroom, it was reported that Minister of Education Priya Manikchan has announced that several schools will begin preparing students for the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examinations CAPE as a part of the efforts to improve the overall quality of secondary education offered across Guyana. Minister Manikchan announced that at least 7 secondary schools will begin preparing students for CAPE, which is a higher level examination offered by the Caribbean Examination Council, CXC. Those schools include the Anna Regina Multilateral School in Region 2, the West Demerara Secondary School in Region 3, and the J.C. Chandising Secondary in Region 6. The minister also noted that the ministry will be offering CAPE studies at the Annandale Secondary School on the east coast of Demerara and the Tagore Memorial Secondary School in Region 6, in addition to others that have not yet been identified. In expanding to these secondary schools, Manikchan also explained that adequate spacing has been found at the schools. That is, additional classrooms and other facilities to accommodate the extra set of students that will be at the schools. She also noted that the ministry is improving the physical appearance of schools and strengthening monitoring efforts. The Ministry of Agrarian Affairs distributed 15 tractors to various villages in Region 8. Among villages benefiting are Bamboo Creek, Itabak, Kanapang, and Keto, among others. The exercise was conducted by Minister Pauline Sakai during a recent visit to the region. Minister Sakai also said persons across the sub-regions are benefiting from the many developments and opportunities made available to them. She related that the tractors will boost development and enhance operations in areas such as agriculture, transportation, and forestry. During her visit to the villages, Minister Sakai also listened to complaints and concerns of villagers. She also urged them to get vaccinated against the deadly COVID-19 vaccine. Career diplomat Safraz Ahmed Shadood has been accredited as Guyana's ambassador to Qatar. He presented his letter of credence to the Secretary General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Qatar, Dr. Ahmed bin Hassan Al Hamadi, on Wednesday. According to a release from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Ambassador Shadood is a career diplomat with over 12 years in the Foreign Service. Prior to his appointment to Qatar, Shadood served as the charge of the affairs at the Embassy of Guyana in Kuwait. It was reported that the Secretary General of Qatar Ministry of Foreign Affairs wished Ambassador Shadood success in performing his duties and assured him that the government of Qatar supports the advancement of bilateral relations and cooperation with the government of Guyana. And now in the world of sports. Ireland were knocked out of the men's T20 World Cup as Namibia pulled off a shock 8-wicket win in Sharjah to reach the Super 12s. Ireland laboured from 62-0 to 125 for 8 after Paul Stirling fell for 38. Namibia captain Gerard Erasmus hit 53 not out from 49 balls and David Wise an unbeaten 28 from 14 to seal victory with 9 balls to spare. It is the first time Namibia, the lowest-ranked side of the World Cup, have reached the main draw. In finishing as runners-up in Group B, they will join India, Pakistan, New Zealand, Scotland in Group 1 of their Super 12s. Sri Lanka, who qualified as Group B winners on a net run rate, will play the Netherlands in the final preliminary stage match in Sharjah later on Friday. This piece was extracted from the newsroom. And now for news in the region. The world-famous Duns River Falls and Park DRFP is the winner of the Caribbean's leading adventure tourist attraction 2021 from the World Travel Awards for the Caribbean and North America. The World Travel Awards (WTA) is the most prestigious honor programs in the global travel and tourism that recognizes and awards excellence in all key sectors of the travel, tourism, and hospitality industries. Based in Oko Rias St. Anne, the internationally acclaimed attraction is no stranger to being nominated for and winning World Travel Awards. This is the second time in 3 years the DRFP has been awarded this title. In congratulating the DRFP team, General Manager of the Urban Development Corporation, Heather Pinnock, commented that this award comes after our closure last year due to the global pandemic. Although it was a challenging time, this recognition indicates that DRFP remains top of mind for the travel professionals who nominated it for the WTA and for guests who voted. This argues well for our recovery across the UDC group. No stranger to accolades, Dunn's River Falls was named as the Porthole Cruise Magazine's 2020 Editor-in-Chief Best Caribbean Attraction and was nominated for the 10 Best Reader's Choice Award, Expert Choice Award, and received recognition from TripAdvisor as well as Jamaica's Tourism Excellency Award as a top 10 performer. Dunn's River Falls and Park is owned by the Urban Development Corporation and managed through its subsidiary, St. Anne's Development Company Limited. This piece was extracted and modified from Loop News Caribbean. And now for international news. An elephant's tusks are among its defining features. They help the animal lift heavy branches, topple trees, strip bark, fight, and dig holes for water and minerals. But an increasing proportion of female elephants in Mozambique's Gorgongaça National Park have been born without these crucial tools. And scientists say it is an evolutionary response to the brutal killing of elephants for their ivory tusk during the country's 15-year civil war. Elephant experts working in the park had begun to notice the phenomenon after the war ended in 1992. Field data and analysis of old video footage from the park found that the proportion of tuskless female elephants increased more than threefold between 1972 and the year 2000. It was a period during which the elephant population plummeted from roughly 2,000 to about 250 individuals, said Ryan Long, an associate professor of wildlife sciences at the University of Idaho. The analysis showed that tuskless females were over 5 times more likely to survive during the 28-year period than their tusk female counterparts. Hence, the adaptation was very unlikely to be chance occurrence. Tusklessness does not occur naturally, and only in females, even in the absence of poaching, but usually only in a small minority of elephants. In Gorongosa, in the 1970s, 18.5% of female elephants didn't have tusks, while 3 decades later, 51% did. This piece was extracted and modified from the CNN. With that, we've come to the end of today's broadcast. Be sure to join us again on Monday for another edition of GLC News. On behalf of the technical team, thanks for watching, and remember to protect yourself and the people you love. Get vaccinated against COVID-19.